You're so fine and you're all mine. I just want everyone to know. I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world. I just want everyone to know.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Cap Nation Live. Ready to rock, ready to roll this morning. Beautiful and blessed Tuesday morning. Another day after another winning day yesterday, both premium and personal. Kicking butt yet again. What is going on, everybody? Dick Kick Actual, Nate 100, Joe Free, Juan Alvarez, Chef Bear in the house, Billy Fink. What is going on? Bowling Pros. Everybody tuning in. Shane Johnson, everybody else that was before you as well. What is rolling on, everybody? Oh, yeah. Ready to rock and roll on this beautiful and blessed Tuesday. Gonna make it a good day, that's for sure. Ready to rock and make some money. Again, another day with no early baseball, man. I miss early baseball. And I can't wait for it to come back because it's boring all day long. Yeah, we get a little bit of soccer here and a soccer there. We've got a big soccer play today, so that's always nice. Having the big soccer game is nice. But man, oh man, I can't wait till we get that early baseball again. We got, what? Till tomorrow. We're going to wait till tomorrow, 24 hours, and we'll be ready to rock and roll with a bunch of early games. 7 morning and afternoon games for us tomorrow. We'll take it. We will flip and take it. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys all had a great day yesterday as well. Premium Plays had another winning day. We didn't sweep. I know we got used to sweeping. We didn't sweep, but we did go 2-1. We did have a winning day. Personal Plays, we did have another winning day, another 2-1 day, so congrats to everybody there. Kicking ass and taking names, and it don't matter if you go 2-1 or 3-0 or 4-0. Winning is winning, and at the end, all that matters is that you're winning. Yes, we do have a soccer game of the week today, as I announced yesterday during the live show that they would be having it today. It was posted on the website. The line has not shifted. You're locked and loaded and ready to roll. Steven Sanchez and Joe Free, welcome to the Orange Club. Glad to have you guys on there as well. There's a few of you with the orange already. Harlem, what's going on? Good morning, sir. Ready for that early baseball tomorrow. Can't wait. We've been absolutely just cleaning up on baseball. If it wasn't for the NBA yesterday, we would have swept the board. NBA got us. NBA stuck it to us right in the keister. Right in the keister. I don't know about you guys, but betting the NBA made me feel like this.
You're so fine and you're all mine. I just want everyone to know. I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world. I just want everyone to know.
Definitely made me feel like that guy. Woo! Man, oh man. It's going to be a good day today, though. Premium Plays are posted. Soccer Game of the Week was posted last night. NHL's posted. It's all posted, except for my personal plays. It's the only thing that is not out. It is the only thing that is not out. But it will be. They saved the best for last. Right, Chef Bear? Johnny, know what's going on? Good morning to you. Penny, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. By the way, that soccer game of the week, you have 53 minutes to get on board. You have to get on board. In the next 52 minutes, actually. Nate says you can't win every game. I had a winning day. My head is high. My head is high. All we keep doing is winning. All we keep doing is winning. Johnny, no, just another day, another dollar. Ready to hammer the soccer game of the week and then some baseball later today. Can't wait. Love what we're putting out. Penny, Philly losing yesterday. I know, right? I know. I went out on the lake yesterday after work and did a little surfing and playing at the lake, and I didn't have cell phone signal, so I got off the lake. I had spotty signal. I saw that they were up big, and I got your text message when I got back to the launch ramp, and I was like, can't believe Philly lost or blew the 16-point lead. I was like, oh, man. That's not the update that I wanted to see. But, hey, we'll take the 2-1 day. Johnny No says, hell yeah, win's a win. Keep them coming. We will. We'll take the 2-1's not really, really where I want to be. It's not where I strive to be. But, you take what you get. And if you're going to have a day and you take one in the keister because they blow a 16-point lead, then, you take your 2-1 and you move on. But it happens. It's the NBA. Nothing to dwell about. Nothing to be, upset about or anything like that. Yeah, Nate, this is last time I checked. This is my show. I could talk about whatever I want. I could talk about how you're a big crybaby, too. Remember? That's the cool thing about me being here and you over there. I can talk about anything that I want. And by the way, I don't know when, but I have a package coming that I'll have to go and sign for. So when it happens, we'll take a little 5-minute break while that happens. But again, I don't know when that happens. I just know it's coming today and that I have to sign for it. Yeah, Johnny, no. I've seen some highlights of it. Definitely looked pathetic. Yeah, Shapenny, 2-1 every day, brother. Every day of the week. 2-1. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 adds up to a lot. Adds up to a lot. So what do we got planned today? How about that Tigers pitcher up chucking on the mound yesterday? Coming in relief. His first ever Major League Baseball start. Actually, not start, but first ever game coming in as a middle reliever. Throws up on the mound. After walking one, giving up a couple hits, walking another. Just got called up from the minors. And then just got sent back down to the minors. Nathan couldn't handle the heat. You were a fucking dickhead. And if you're a dickhead, I'll just boot you now for being an asshole. That's the cool thing about being the show. Or, being where I'm at. I don't have to it's not about taking the heat. It's not about taking the heat. If you're a dickhead, go watch somebody else's show. Don't bet the free winners that I give you every single day. You were a bitch, and plain and simple, you acted like a bitch because you lost a game, so you came in here crying because you bet well over your means and you acted like a little bitch that day. I could re-air that little episode if you'd like. It's archived. We can pull it up and air it if you'd like. But it didn't look too good for you there. And we could send you right back to where you were, because it was a lot, it was very peaceful while you were watching from the outside, wishing you could comment. And keep in mind, I don't take anything personal. Never met you. Don't know you. And even if I did know you, I wouldn't give a fuck what you thought. That's just the way that I roll. There's really like 5 people in this world that I really give a fuck what they think. My wife, my daughter, well, I guess 6. My mother, my mother-in-law, my father, and my father-in-law. Not many. You don't like what we do here? Get the fuck out. Plain and simple. Nate, Adam, this is Nate, the UFC better. I don't remember what it was over, but he bet well over his means, and he came in acting like a bitch that day. That it was. I mean, full-on crybaby. Like crybaby status. Everybody remembers, Nathan. Everybody here remembers. Everybody that's been here for a while remembers. So let's not go down that route, all right? Let's not be disruptive. Remember, the only people we give the boot to are complete douchebags and people that disrupt the show. So don't be one of those two. I mean, that's about all you can, all you got to do to get the boot is be either a douchebag or be disruptive. And hell, there's, we still allow the douchebags to hang out. Shane, I don't remember what game it was. We're not perfect. We don't win every game, We don't win every game. Spenny wasn't a free play. Could have been. One thing that I can do in my position is take the heat. Keep in mind, I'm the one giving out the games. So if you don't think that I've ever heard worse than that you've ever said to me, I'm just not going to put up with it in the live show. You're a douchebag. We give you the boot. Plain and simple. Boop! Break out that band hammer and send you on your merry way. You can go hang out with Mitch. Go hang out with Mitch and their teethless wonders. Alrighty. Fired up this morning. Usually we're fired up after a losing day. Nah, I'm chill. I'm ready. I'm actually ready to go back to the lake. I'm ready to go back to the lake and have some fun. Breaking in a new surfboard that I couldn't tame last year. Finally taming it this year. There you go. Right for you, Joe. Only one NBA game today. We'll get to the NBA. We'll start with some Major League Baseball rolling down the list. So Nathan says he doesn't play my games. He's better than me at this, yet you're watching my show. And like you've never purchased multiple packages from our website. Now, I don't need to get into your personal business or what you've spent on our website or this or that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 purchases, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 purchases. I'd have to say, well, actually, there's actually more than that. I'd have to say dating back since September 21st, 2019, when you made your first purchase with us, to just the other day, I would take your comment and say you're a fucking liar. Nate says, bro, I don't see you have many people watching your show. That's one, YouTube probably didn't send out a notification. And two, I've been so inconsistent on the times that I've been going live because I've been so busy counting the money that I've been making and that you paid me. But don't worry. It's baseball. It's summertime when things are slow and I take my vacations and have fun. But don't worry, those numbers will go back up when we're a little more consistent. YouTube's all about consistency. And if you go live at noon Eastern and then 10 Eastern and then 1:30 Eastern, there's zero consistency. It kills your numbers. But hell, I don't need to explain that to a peon like you that's sitting on the other side. So we just say goodbye and we put you right back where you are. You probably lost on yesterday's free play. I apologize for the free play yesterday there, Nathan. I'm sorry it didn't cash for you. Stop being a fucking crybaby, all right? It's the sports betting business. Occasionally you get punched in the nose. It happens. It happens. And it's funny. While you were blocked, maybe I should reread all your text messages. How you keep texting me, but yet I never replied to you. You would text me, but I would never reply to you, and then you keep texting and keep texting and keep texting. Then I actually felt bad for you because you're such a faithful follower, one of the faithful followers, that I gave you a second chance. I actually did. I figured, he's a fellow sailor. He really can't be that bad. Apparently, I was wrong. Give Nathan a free play, and he goes a little too big on it. And it's all she wrote. Either that or he just didn't take his meds. One of the two. Alrighty. Paxus, come for the insight, stay for the laughs. Hey, we try and have some laughs, and today it's going to be at Nathan's expense. Chef Bear, Renaud sent me a text yesterday, actually right before we went live, telling me the same thing, saying how somebody who used to work for him, which was Chase, around this. I'm not going to name the individual. If you guys know who it is, then you guys know who it is, but I'm not going to name it. Please don't post it in the comment section. You don't need to give this douchebag any credit. Saying that, Chase, who used to work for him, is a nobody, and that I am. You know what's funny? That this guy is actually suing Chase because Chase left for breach of contract. If he's a nobody, why are you suing him in federal court? I mean, it's all public records. Go Google the guy's name. It's all public record. Every document's up there. It's funny. You can laugh about it. If he's so irrelevant, why are you so scared of him? Why are you suing somebody that used to work for you, that helped get your company off the ground? If somebody's so irrelevant, why would you take him to federal court and sue him for and demand $175,000 for breach of contract? I guess that guy's relevant. Guess that guy is relevant. If you ask me, if only, the followers knew that you were such a pile of shit that you were actually suing somebody because they decided to go live the American dream and try and better themselves rather than work for some narcissistic fuckhead. I think that's funny. I love it when people talk about us. I love it. I absolutely love it because, you know, as Chef Bear said, when anybody molds what they do around us, it just shows. It just shows. Adam Turner, thank you for becoming a Cap Nation member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You'll have access to exclusive content that we put out here, as well as exclusive members-only live shows as well. Welcome to the shit show. Welcome to the barbershop. It's definitely not Nathan's barbershop. It's our barbershop where, speaking of the barbershop, we better get this pole spinning, where we talk about everything from life, hunting, fishing. Apparently Chase getting sued. Not apparently, because it's true. It's been going on for almost 2 years now. To the games, to winners, and more winners, and more winners, and hopefully a lot more winners than we give out losers, that's for sure, which is generally the case. Yeah, it's actually, the documents are actually pretty funny if you go back and you read them. Filed the case in the wrong court, this at first, and it got kicked back and having to do it again. Started in November 13th, 2019. It's at one day, I'll post all the documents on here, and we'll get a good laugh out of it. Joe Free says, so true, Kyle. Doing things that you're already doing, it definitely shows. And what's funny is, you guys know that. You guys know that. The actual viewers know that. He might be able to fake a few people into thinking that he's some bigwig, this and that. And that he knows something. But in reality, most people know that he's fucking full of shit. So let's have some fun today, huh? Steven says, we got the feisty Kyle today. LOL, that means huge winning day. LFG, damn straight, brother. Damn straight. Should be good. Cody, who do I got? Nets or Bucks? We'll go over that when we get to the NBA. Actually, I don't have a play on that game yet. I do not have a play on that game yet. That may change later. Maybe when we're talking about it, that might change. But as of right now, I have not decided on that one yet. Don't have a play on that. But then again, my personal plays aren't out yet. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Give me 1 second here. Do I have a free play today? We have free plays every day. Free play video is already out. It's a whole different video as far as the live show goes. We break down games. We give out free plays. Not every day. Sometimes. Sometimes we give out 3, 4, 1, 2. We haven't even started breaking down the games yet. Our show is more about life in general and shooting the shit in the barbershop than just rolling down the list. And throwing out the juice. But we'll get to the juice. We're going to start with the Pirates and the Nationals again. Good old Corbin on the mound. Speaking of that game. Put out a free play on that one. So if you guys want a free play on the total on that game, you need to watch the daily free play video where we have one out already. where we have a free play out on that one already. And by the way, 33 minutes left to get on board the soccer game of the week. 33 minutes left before the cutoff, before the package is taken away. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, all right, so we don't have all day to go live, so let's jump right into the fun. And get these breakdowns underway. Pirates Nationals, as far as the total goes. Bradley says, Kyle, what's going on in sports today? Well, the sun came up. The sun will eventually go down depending on where you're at. Time subjective. But games are here. We got soccer today, brother. We got our big soccer game of the week today. We got a lot of fun coming. A lot of fun coming. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. Sorry, just taking a look at something. We get Anderson against Corbin today. By the way, where's everybody that told me that Kremer wasn't going to be pitching yesterday? We all knew he was optioned down to the minors 2 weeks ago. Guys didn't believe me. I just decided to say, okay, we'll see what happens. There we are. Good old Kremer on the mound. We faded his ass. That's for sure. Wasn't a big win, but fuck, it won, and that's all that mattered on that one, is we squeaked one through, which we needed. Which we definitely needed. Justice, good morning. Haven't seen you around these parts of town in a while. You've been hiding out. All right, so as far as the side and the Pirates and the Nats game, you know, I'm still not sold on the Nats. I really am not. Tyler Anderson on the mound for the Pirates going up against Patrick Corbin. You know, I like Patrick Corbin as a pitcher. I think he's a great pitcher. His ERA and his record this year definitely does not do any justice. Are the Nationals a minus 175 favorite? They're actually minus 164 currently at BetOnline. You know, 28-35. Corbin's 3-6 on the year with a 6.21 ERA with a 1.49 WHIP, only 48 strikeouts over 62 and a third innings, 25 walks. Does that equate to a minus 164 money line favorite? In my opinion, no, it does not. It definitely doesn't translate into laying 1.5 either, for that matter, in my opinion. I definitely think the Nationals are a more rounded team. But at the same time, we have faded the Pirates for so long. Nats only have 5 more wins than the Pirates. That's it. 23-42 versus 28-35. I just can't see laying $1.64 on the Nationals. I just can't. If you made me choose, I'd probably take the Nats. Minus 164 for the fact that they're, 5-5 and 1-2 and 1-2 straight. Pirates have lost 8 straight. 2-8 in their last 10. But again, I am definitely not a Nationals backer at 4:05, Pacific time, 7:05 Eastern time. I think there's definitely better games and better teams to be choosing at 7 for a 7 o'clock game. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, so let's take a look at the Yankees game. Yankees, Blue Jays, Montgomery against Ryu. Yanks laying Blue Jays and Ryu only laying $1.18 at home against the Yankees. In a very rare spot where you actually get the Yankees at plus money. Yankees 33 and 32, just one game above 500. They're in fourth in the AL East and slipping back. Lost 3 straight. Winners of only 3 out of their last 10 games. The Blue Jays 2 games above 500 with that 33 and 31 record. 4 and 6 in their last 10, coming off a loss to the Red Sox. Little loss, 2-1. You get the Yankees with that plus money, plus 108. You get plus 1.5 minus $1.75. Jordan Montgomery does have his 3-1 winning record with his 4.0 ERA with a 1.15 whip going up against Ryu. Ryu is the wild card. You know, to me, Hyun-Jin Ryu, you never know which one you're going to get. Are you going to get the Ryu that goes 7 innings like he did against Atlanta or Oakland in back-to-back games, that gives up 4 or 5 hits and 1 or 0 runs and strikes out 6 or 7? Or are you going to get the Hyun-Jin Ryu that we've had the last 2 games that he's played against Houston and the White Sox, where he's made it 5 2/3 and 6 complete innings over those 2 games, but he's given up a total of 12 hits and 10 runs over those 2 games. He had 4 walks and only 4 strikeouts over the course of his last 2 starts. Either just had a couple bad starts. Before that, he's been fairly rock solid, giving up 1 to 2 runs over 5 innings. On average, it seems. Oakland's rocked him not once, but they rocked him on the 6th of May. They weren't the only ones to rock him. You give the Yankees opportunities to hit the ball, you could be in trouble. If you walk batters and you give them free opportunities with runners on base, you can definitely get yourself in a world of hurt. Justice says the Yankees look like they should get to Ryu. They need a swift kick in the rear. If we get the Ryu as of late, hold on one second. I got to tell you, Nathan is such a pile of shit, and I hope he's watching. So he sends me this message, hey, fat boy, I don't need your picks, which, great, cool. Don't watch our show, because the only reason you're here is to watch our picks, because you guys all know we win a hell of a lot more than we lose, especially for the free stuff. And then he calls my wife fat, which, for everybody that has seen my wife on some of the live shows or any pictures that I've posted, know that she's, like, so far from fat, she's, like, extremely petite with a big old set of D titties. Smoking hot. And so far from fat. This guy is so classless that it just shows that it was a good thing that we gave this this asshole to boot. Completely classless, let me tell you. And he wants to talk about me being not being able to handle the heat. Sends me some long ass text message. And then wants to talk about somebody's wife. Okay. Talk about classless. Yeah, Jordan, same Nathan that we kicked out before. And then he whined me by text message. This dude would text me every day. Every day. And I would barely reply. I'd be like, you're welcome. Or there'd be no reply after we booted him. Just message after message after message. No reply, no reply, no reply. I actually felt bad for him. So we let him back in. Felt bad for him, so we let his ass back in. What, a month ago? Thomas put his number on here so I could text him. Can't do that, though. Can't do that. That wouldn't be right. Wouldn't be right. I don't play that way. The guy's just a bitch. Guy's just mad that I called him a bitch because he's acting like one. Definitely don't, Joe. Yeah, that Nathan, Joe. Remember? Crybaby Nathan. He actually tried changing his name so on his login so you guys wouldn't remember. But yet he watches all of our members-only content and every free play. Yeah, about a month. Didn't take very long, right? He lost a free play, and obviously he bet too much on the free play yesterday. But anyways, Blue Jays, Yankees. I like the Yankees in this spot. They're getting plus money at plus 108, but the fact that you could actually get them on the run line and get them at plus 1.5, you'd have to lay a little bit of juice. You'd have to lay 175, minus 175. I like the Yankees at plus 1.5 here against Ryu. I don't think they get tagged with Montgomery on the mound. I think they'll be able to definitely, if they can't somehow blast Ryu, I think they eventually get to him late. And if not, I think they keep it close enough to keep it a one-run game. If you guys haven't already done so, please do hit that thumbs up button. We greatly appreciate it when you do. Now, I will be taking the Yankees on the run line, but it's a small bet. It's not a huge one. All right, it's not a premium play or a personal play, and I'm going to show you guys a ticket. It's to win 500. All right, to win 500, but I took them on the run line. I took them at the plus 1.5. We're going to put that up on the board as well. I'm logging in so I can, on this computer, on the big iMac. So that way we can show off the ticket, because we bet around these parts of town, whereas other companies don't. They might show a ticket, as we call them, as a holiday better, a vacation better, when they show one ticket every 6 months. So give me a second. We'll get this one up on the screen for you guys. And I'll get it up on the board as well. Yankees plus 1.5 is the play that's going up on the board right now. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. So, without further ado, Yanks plus the 1.5 to win 5 Bills. Right there. We'll also get it up on this board. We'll get it on the board as well. And then we'll flash the board for everybody as well. Give me 1 second here. We'll get so there's that. Because we actually bet around these parts of town. And again, it's not a big play. It's not a monster play. It's not a massive play. All right, it's not a premium play or a personal play. But I like it enough to bet it. I like it enough to risk the 875 to win 500. I don't mind laying the juice. Excuse me. I don't mind laying the juice on it. I don't consider 175 a lot. Juice matters when you lose, but I don't consider this one a risky play. KD, what's going on, my brother? Says this is the only place that will show you tickets damn straight, and we do it consistently. The other recreational bettors will show you a ticket once a year when they make their one yearly trip out to Vegas or whatever the case may be, whereas we do this on a daily basis. All right, so moving down the list, I'm going to just bounce around and hit a couple games because I'm not going to be able to hit all of them today. Red Sox, Braves, because I got to go in about 20 minutes. Red Sox, Braves, Rodriguez on the mound for the Red Sox. Davidson on the mound for the Braves. What to expect out of old Tucker Davidson for Atlanta, who is at home. Atlanta comes in minus $1.13. The Red Sox with Rodriguez on the mound. Getting that little plus money, plus 103. You can get them on the run line. Same situation as the Yankees. You'd have to lay 30 cents more, plus 1.5, minus 205, which is enticing. We know both these teams can put up a 5 or a 6 spot or a 7 or an 8 spot with relative ease. However, what are you going to get out of this situation here? All right, Eduardo Rodriguez, I can't talk this morning, for the Red Sox, 5-4 on the year. He's got his massive 6.03 ERA, 70 strikeouts and 17 walks through 62 2/3 innings. What to expect out of this game? You know, as I said, the line, the Braves, a slight home favorite. I was looking to see pitching props, maybe a possible Eduardo Rodriguez strikeout prop possible. If it's around the 5 mark, I would be interested. His is sitting at 6, minus $1.30. So you need over 5.5, which he's was doing pretty consistently earlier in the season. But out of the last, 3 games, he's hit it once. Before that, he hit 6 twice and 9 once mixed in. So he's actually hit 6 or more 4 out of the last 6 games. But again, if it was in the 5 mark, even if you had to lay $1.50 or $1.70, you know, I would be inclined to it. But having to hit that 6 mark against the Braves, which to me, you know, you just don't know which Atlanta team you're going to get. You really don't. They could be hitting the ball and moving the ball around the field and moving runners around the bases effectively, or they could be striking out looking. It just does. I mean, you just don't know which Atlanta team that you're going to get. You know, in their last game against the Marlins, they put up a 6 spot. They had 9 hits in that game to get their 6 runs. They had a total of just 5 strikeouts in their last game over 9 innings. You know, starting pitcher ended up with 6 for the Braves, that is. So they haven't been striking out, grounding out, flying out. They just haven't been striking out, so it's not something that I'd want to risk As far as the side on this game goes, I got to stay off of it. Again, if I had to lean on a team, I'd lean towards the Red Sox. They are the better team. The Red Sox, hands down, are the better team. They're traveling to Atlanta, little mini series here. If I had to do anything, I'd put my money on the Red Sox. Red Sox plus 101. Or you can get them the plus 1.5, but you have to lay the minus 205. But again, just to lean on it, I lean towards the Red Sox. If I had to pick the over or the under, I'd have to say I side with the over 9. I'd have to say I side with the over 9 on this one for the sole fact that both of these teams can put up runs in a hurry. Pitchers make a couple mistakes, walk a couple batters, give up a single, give up a walk, give up a long ball. There you go. There you go. So, as far as Tucker Davidson goes, man, this kid hasn't given up a run in 2 starts. 11 2/3 of an inning. He's given up just 5 hits. He's got 9 strikeouts, but he's got 6 walks. In that game against Washington on June 3rd, 2 games ago for him, he had 5 walks. He had 5 walks and 5 strikeouts. But he gave up no runs. He gave up 1 hit. 1 hit. Hey, guys, hold on 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I do apologize. Joe, what's going on, my brother? What's going on, Joe? This morning, Kyle and Cap Nation, long-time listener, but not a long-time better. Just timing isn't right for me now to bet, trying to help out my kids financially, but I'll be back someday. You know, Joe, that is more respected out of me, at least from, my perspective. It is very honorable in what you're doing. And people go through breaks all the time, from betting to not betting. And I'll be honest with you, there's nothing wrong with that, brother. I do appreciate you tuning in. I do appreciate you listening and hanging out with us. So I really do. I really do. So again, lean towards the Red Sox, lean towards the over. But again, this is another one that I'm staying away from as of right now. As of right now, staying away from it. Excuse me. Marlins, Cardinals. We rolled with the Marlins yesterday. No, Shapendi definitely wasn't him. Rolled with the Marlins yesterday. We got beat by a single run. Close. Cardinals snapping out of it, getting back to their winning ways. However, they're going to be going up against the winning pitcher for the Marlins, old Trevor Rogers on the mound. Going up against Kwang Young Kim on the mound. Has been a straight disaster. You guys know, around these parts of town, Trevor Rogers has cashed just a few little bets lately. We're going to take a look at that strikeout prop as well. One, I don't have a video on system plays, but basically what it is, because I've talked about it openly, system plays are a progressive betting style where you have to be able to double up your bets. We put so much effort and so much work into handicapping a system play because, for instance, let's just say it's a 4-game series. We have to be able to handicap 4 games ahead of time, plain and simple. We have to be able to handicap not just today, but tomorrow, the next day, and potentially the day after that. We need to know who's in line to start. If for some reason somebody gets scratched or gets demoted to the minors or gets injured or their rotation spot just gets skipped for whatever reason, we need to know who will replace them. Is it going to be a pitcher coming out of the pen? Is it going to be somebody coming up from the minors? Getting their first start. Maybe they're coming back to the maybe they're coming back up from a little stint down there off of, coming off the DL. We need to be able to understand all of that ahead of time. We also need to know where we expect the line to be because sometimes we get screwed on a line for game, not game 1, obviously, because we always know where those lines are, but a game 2 or a game 3 or a game 4. We need to have an idea on where the line will be. We never try and put them out where they're, generally speaking, lately, we've had a lot of underdog system plays. We're very slight favorites. But occasionally, we'll get hosed on one where it'll go from 140 where we expect it. Maybe on the high side will be 180, for a game 2 or a game 3. And then it's like, boom, you wake up in the morning and they put out the line and it's 205 or 225. There's times where we get hosed like that, and that, obviously that's out of our control, but we always try and make sure our system plays are priced accordingly. To being, realistic numbers for our betting purposes. But, system plays. So, for example, if you have one, if we lose game 1, we'll double up and we'll bet game 2. Because we've already done the research, we've already done the work. If you win game 1, we stop. Done, close it out, count our money, put our money in our pocket, we move on to the next one. In a nutshell, that's how they work. But man, we put more effort into a system play than we do premium plays because we actually have to cap 4 games in one, and you have to do it, 3-4 days ahead of time and understand where you're going to be. Because if you don't, if you're just, closing your eyes and throwing darts, then you're getting hosed. Now, as far as strikeout props go, back to this game, back to Miami and St. Louis, Trevor Rogers, they got us on this one. Over 5.5 is minus 256. Over 6.5 is even money. They're going to want you to get to 7. He's only done it, 3 out of the last 6 games. If we could get him at 5, I'd be all in. But having to hit 7, going up against St. Louis, probably a good bet. But gonna steer clear of that. By the way, you guys are talking about Ronaldo having a big game. He's minus 125 to have a goal. He's minus 125 to have a goal. $375 will win you 300 on that one. Minus 2,000 to have 1 or more shots on goal. Woo! Crazy. By the way, 3 minutes and then the cutoff for our soccer game of the week. Three minutes to get on our soccer game of the week. So I'm going to steer clear of the Trevor Rogers strikeout prop. But as far as the Marlins go, I do like Miami again today. I like their pitching matchup. Don't know if I'm necessarily going to bet them again today. But I do definitely like it. Just says he took Ronaldo to score first at plus 250 and an anytime goal at minus 125. Very nice. What do you guys think on the total on that one? Over 2 and 2.5 is minus 120 that I seen. You can find some low totals. You can definitely find some low totals. Portugal plus 105 in the first half. Plus 105 in the first half. The second half total is over 1.5. I'm expecting the second half to be the higher scoring. All right, so we're going to switch over. We're going to switch over to the NBA. Justin says, I like the team total over 2 at plus 125. But if you like over 2 at plus 125, why wouldn't you just take the full game total at over 2.5 at plus 105? Screw the 20 cents, and if it ended up being a 2-1 game, if it ended up being a 2-1 game, you'd be cashing big. The only thing that you'd be missing out on is 20 cents. Which doesn't sound all that bad. Real Champ, what's going on, brother? If you guys haven't done so, please do hit that thumbs up button. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the content 7 days a week. $365 days. Both teams' score is plus 120. A correct score, Portugal 3-0 pays plus 900. Enticing. That game is now off the board. Real Champ, which one you talking about? The Clippers yesterday? Getting to 222? I'm assuming you cashed that one, hopefully. Penny, that's what you have? Very nice. Very nice. I was looking at it, but I missed the pregame. I'll see if there's a live line at 3-0. I'll see if there's a live one at 3-0. All right, so let's talk about the NBA, and then we're going to send you guys on your merry way. Harden game time decision. Irving is out with his ankle. A lot of unknowns in this one. Lot of unknowns in this one. And what to expect. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second here. I could bet the exact number of goals being 3 would be plus 320, but that's not enticing. The 3-0 at plus 900 sounded a lot better. All right, so moving over to the NBA. This is definitely the Bucks' time to shine today. And if they can't get the job done today, they might just be in trouble. Spotlight will definitely be on Kevin Durant. He wants to lead a team. Here you go. Nets come in +4. Bucks laying the 4. Total on this one, 219 and a half. By the way, Harden is listed as a game time decision. You guys might be pretty sure, but everybody told me Dean Kremer wasn't starting for the Orioles yesterday either, and you guys saw who was on the mound, right? Just so you know, it was put out an hour ago. James Harden even announced that he is determined to play in Game 5. So while you guys keep saying he's out and doubtful, he's actually a game time decision. Just like yesterday, you guys said that, Dean Kremer wasn't starting, and he was still down in the minors. No, he was optioned back up. He was called back up. And Harden went from out 18 hours ago to listed as a game time decision 2 hours ago. So you guys got to stay current with the information. Got to stay current with the information because shit changes. Just says he's going to fight to play. Damn straight he will. Give me 1 second, guys. So as far as this game goes, I think when it's announced, and I think he will play, in my opinion. I think he will play. But when it's announced that he does play, I think that line goes down to 3, maybe 2, maybe 1.5. I think a lot of money will pour in on the Nets. I believe, 1, he'll play. I believe the 4 to the Nets is a lot. I think 4, giving the Nets 4 is a lot. And I don't think you're going to see much more than getting 4. I think that line will definitely drop as it gets closer to game time. And when it's announced he plays, I think we see a point to a 2-point movement, maybe more. As far as the total goes, talking about that, I go back and forth on the total. I mean, we're yet to see that big number between these two teams. I got to roll with the under 219.5 again. I got to roll with the under 219.5 again. We've rode the under on this one continuously. I'm going to roll the under again, but I think the Nets plus the 4 and the under, maybe a teaser right there. Maybe a little teaser on the Nets and the under. So you go back and forth from the Nets plus the 4 to the under. I like both. I really do. I'm gonna bet both, but they're gonna be small bets more than likely, unless I end up making one. I get a little more information to make one, a personal play. But as of right now, nice big leans on the Nets plus the 4. I think it's going to be a lot of points for them, and I think the line ends up getting closer to 2. Get at least cuts in half or pretty close to it, as well as the under 219.5. I'm not a big basketball teaser individual, but this just may be the prime spot for a teaser. Could just be it. Could just be it. I don't hear you guys yelling a goal yet. Hold on, I don't want this to... I thought I muted it. I was just turning it on the game. I don't hear you guys yelling a goal yet in the first 8 minutes. Johnny No says he likes the Bucks money line. But again, I'm not making anything an official play just yet. I might need do a little more research on this one. A little closer to see. But again, I don't think we'll find out about Harden literally until game time. But again, I like the plus 4. So plus 4 under 219.5 is what I'll more than likely be on. Flash that board for you guys again. Already showed the ticket. We do like the Yankees plus the 1.5. Holy shit, is that stadium packed. Wow. That's awesome to see. I went to the UFC just the other day, and it was neat to see 15,000 people in the Gila River Arena. That was definitely neat. It was definitely neat. All right, folks, I do have to run. Make sure you guys bet the Yankees plus the 1.5. And if I decide to bet on the Nets, I'll let you guys know all on Twitter. We'll post a ticket or something like that. But as of right now, it's going to be a small one. Real chances Bucks money line. Very nice. Very nice. All right, folks. Light day today, but don't let that discourage you, because it'll be a nice big winning day. If you're not on board, get on board. 3 days of premium plays, $99. Remember, system plays are on sale, half off for the week, $200 for 7 full days of access to our system plays. Normally $400 a week. The combo package, all of that. Games have been great. Another winning premium play day yesterday, another winning personal play. My personal plays yesterday. Mr. Sanchez, thanks for jumping on board. 3 days of premium plays. Brashad as well. Thanks for getting back on board our premium plays. Russell, thanks for getting back on board our premium plays. As well as everybody else that has already done that this morning. Going to be a great day today, guys. Make sure you guys get on board. And we will see you guys all live tomorrow morning. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great day. Thank you, Bradley. Penny, you're very welcome. Johnny, no, you're welcome. Spinning and winning, baby, as KD says. Spinning and winning. All right, guys, good luck. Wager responsibly. And don't do anything stupid, all right? Don't do anything stupid, and we'll see you guys all live tomorrow. And let's go Portugal. And Ronaldo for the first goal, right? Right, Justice? Any goal but a first goal. All right, guys, good luck, everybody, and take it easy. We'll see you guys all live tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. If you're on my personal plays, they'll be out in probably about an hour or so. They'll be out. All right, guys, good luck.